Started?
Yes, yes.
Next time.
Okay.
Good afternoon to all of you. I am Dr. Basu. Welcome to all of you. And today we are start how to prepare judicial service exam. Do you know what is a judicial service exam?
It is an exam which qualifies us to become a judge.
Very nice. It is the exam or test of the legal acumen of the aspirants to become a judge. And judgment of the court or judicial precedents give way of life to the society. And judicial judgment establish peace, governance, law, order in the society. That's why judicial exam has right high values and competition. Competition of judiciary is very high. There is big difference between LLB, LLM exam or judiciary exam, because in judiciary you need highest score to qualify, but in LLB or LLM you are required just pass in any division. Today we will discuss about strategy of judicial exam, how to crack the judicial exam. First required strategy, first self-determination. First you determine to become a judge. Then you need analysis of the syllabus of the state and question pattern. If you prepare for the judiciary exam of Delhi, then you need to go through the syllabus of the judiciary of the Delhi and question pattern. Next step is selection of the book. Then regular study, then prepare note, and then recent and leading cases, and also focus in amendment in law. And next, thoroughly study bare act and understand the ingredient of the offense or sections. And last, time management. Time management is the most factor to crack the judicial exam. First, to understand what is judicial service exam pattern 2023. It's notification of the Delhi Judicial Service Examination 2023. There is instruction. Part 1, candidate how to fill the form. But it's a qualification for the Delhi Judicial Exam. Yes, it's second part. Syllabus and scheme for the conduct of the examination. You need to understand the syllabus and question pattern. Delhi Judicial Service exam will be held in 2 successive stages. First, Delhi Judicial Service examination, objective target 25% negative marking. For the selection of mains exam. Then Delhi Judicial Service main exam written for selection, candidate for calling of vivaos. Preliminary examination, there is a subject. I understand Constitution of India. Second, Code of Civil Procedure. Third, Code of the Criminal Procedure. Fourth, Indian Penal Code. Next, Indian Contract Act 1872. Then Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. Then Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. Then Indian Evidence Act 1872. Then Specific Relief Act 1963. Then Limitation Act. Then the Protection of the Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. Last paper, Commercial Act 2015. These papers are the prelims special. Minimum qualifying marks in the preliminary examination shall be 60% for the general category and 55% for reserved category, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and eligible category of persons with disabilities as per specific of this service. However, number of the candidates to be admitted to the main examination will not be more than 10 times of total numbers of vacancies of this category and advertised. These are the subject of the prelims, and you need 60% qualifying marks and 25% negative marks.
You put your hand on empty space. You put your hand on empty space. Then no selection will be there. If you want to scroll it, you put your hand finger on the empty place, not on writing, on letters. Yes, you can scroll.
Yes. Then after mains examination, you understand what is the mains exam. Mains exam are four subjects: first, general legal knowledge and language, 250 marks. Then civil law first, 200 marks. Then civil law second, 200 marks, and criminal law 200 marks. General legal knowledge and language includes general legal knowledge. This is the test of the candidate knowledge of current legal affairs. Current legal affairs means what has been happening within 1 year of the conducting exam. Second, language paper. It's a essay, translation and precis writing. It will be 150 marks. Civil law first paper includes Indian Contract Act, the Sale of Goods Act, Transfer of Property Act, Specific Relief Act, Hindu law, Mohammedan law, Delhi Rent Control Act 1958, Law of Torts, the New Delhi Municipal Act 1994, Delhi Municipal Corporation Act 1957, and Commercial Act 2015. It 200 marks. Then civil law second, the Code of Civil Procedure 908, Indian Evidence Act 1872, Limitation Act 1963, Registration Act 1908, Arbitration and Cancellation Act 1996, Trademarks Act 1999, and Copyright Act 1957. 200 marks. Fourth paper of the criminal law, Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, Indian Penal Code, Indian Evidence Act 1872, Protection from Domestic Violence Act 2005, Negotiable Instrument Act 1981, Sexual Harassment Act of Women at Workplace, Prevention and Prohibition Redressal Act 2023, and Juvenile Justice Act 2015. Then after, it will be Viva's. This is the 3 stages of the Delhi Judicial Service exam. Today we start a short introduction of the Constitution. Yes. Constitution means what? Constitution is a supreme law of any country. It regulates the behavior of the society with the government, and it regulates the what are the jurisdiction, power, function of the government authorities, and what are the rights and duties of the people of India. And this includes the all affairs of the citizens of the India. Today we focus structure of the Constitution of India. Constitution of India has 22 parts and 12 schedules. But to understand what is the object of the Constitution, we need to understand the preamble of the Constitution. Preamble of the Constitution start with the we the people of India have been solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. You should understand what is the meaning of these terms. What is the meaning of? क्या हुआ?
So there is no slide of that in there.
Yes, yes. No, outside. You just keep out. Yes, that's all.
We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute, it's very important word, constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. In most of the judiciary, this sequence has been asked: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. You should learn is SQDR. It's a sequence. And also prelims question. What is the sequence of these terms? So first question is sovereign, secular, socialist, democratic, and republic. Then after, for the main purpose, you should elaborate the sovereign. What you understand by sovereign?
Ruled by our own people.
Supreme.
There is autonomy.
Beside this, anything? Sovereign means two things. You decide internal and external policy, and in that state who have right to decide external and internal affairs, that is the sovereign. And sovereign state have right to do friendship or enemy with any other country. That is known as foreign affairs. Foreign affairs include friendship or enemy. What will be relation from your neighbor or other countries or inferior countries? It will decide by sovereignty. Second term, socialist. Socialist means what you understand by socialist?
Welfare of the people.
Yep.
Welfare state. Welfare state.
Welfare is different. Do you know where welfare state has been incorporated in Constitution of India?
39. 38 to 13, yeah.
Very nice. It's Article 38. India is a welfare state. Article 38. That is different thing because welfare state में state have more power than police state. But here it's a socialist state. Socialist term has been included by 42nd Amendment. Previously, it was not incorporated in the Constitution of India. Socialist means socialist term have many definitions. It has political definition, economic definition, social definition, juristic definition, and cultural, also environmental. We are basically books of the Constitution emphasizing economic definition of socialism. And juristic means in Supreme Court held in case that socialist means to provide social security from the cradle to grave. Its judicial definition, socialist, to provide social security from the cradle to grave. जन्म से लेकर मृत्यु तक समाज सुरक्षा प्रदान करना क्या सोशलिज्म है? It's has been defined by the Supreme Court. Now socialist in economic term, it has two terms: public, private. Private means here capitalism and socialism. So socialist includes both capitalism and socialism in constitution. It's our economy is mixed of the socialism and capitalism. Secular means
Mutual respect towards the other.
Not promoting any other religion.
yes. Secular India is a secular state. Means India has no religion by own name. It has protected to every religion. This is secularism. And secularism in two sense, positive and negative. Positive, protect all the religion, and negative, not discriminate to any religion. This is the secularism. Democratic. What is the democratic
People
system?
themselves decide in the government body.
And republic? What is the difference between democratic and republic?
Republic means we follow there's a three-tier system. There's legislature, executive,
There is separation of powers.
separation of power system.
No, that is different thing. Separation of power is different thing. That is federalism. Democratic means
Free and fair elections.
free and fair election. And Abraham Lincoln के quote है, "Are the people by the people of the people." Election is compulsory. Republic means the head of the state will be chosen by election, not by the hereditary post. Means President of India has been elected by the indirectly by the citizen of India, but Prime Minister directly
By elections.
by election, directly appointed. That is a democracy. PM का. President also elected. It is the republic. Britain is a republic or not?
No, the Queen decides the president.
Hmm? Britain is democracy or not? Hmm? Britain is a democracy because they are prime minister. But Britain is not a republic. Why?
No president.
Because there is no president, there is a queen or king. And this is the hereditary post. So that is the difference between Indian legal system and Britain legal system. Britain is democratic but not republic. India is democratic but republic also. This is the nature of the state of the Indian state, which India has constituted. So, it brings the question, what are the nature of the Indian state? तो इंडियन स्टेट का नेचर है सॉवरेनिटी, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, and yes, five terms.
First one.
Then provide justice. क्या क्या? सोशल,
Political, economic,
Economic. and political. social justice means why Constitution emphasizes on social justice?
Equality before law.
Yes, it's elaborated by equality before law. Article 40. But social, why we need social justice? Because India has social structure, Varna system, and there is inequality. To remove the inequality, we need social justice. That's why Constitution maker focus on social justice. Economic justice, same. Some people have more rich and more people are poor. To remove this gap, we need economic justice. That's why in Article 38, 39. Political justice means
Right to vote.
right to vote. Everyone have right to vote, and one vote have one value. And next, right to
Free and fair election.
election. Everyone have right to contest election. This is a political justice. No one barred by anyone to contest the election. Then liberty of faith, belief, religion. Besides these two terms are also incorporated: unity and integrity, to promote the harmony. What is the difference between unity and integrity? This is the main question. What is the difference between unity and integrity? Unity means living together. We live in the boundary of the India. It's a unity. But integrity, loving to each other, are brotherhood. This is the integrity. If you have the belongingness to the everyone, then it's known as integrity. And it has been confirmed by the brotherhood, fraternity, equality, liberty. These are the supportive element of the integrity. Besides, these three terms are also included in the preamble to give ourselves, adapt, and enact. What is the meaning of these terms? Enact, adapt, and give ourselves.
We give our honesty and commitment to the development of India and adopt the constitution and enact the true spirit of the constitution.
Enact,
Follow the constitution.
Fundamental duties.
enact का मतलब क्या है? Enact. It कब इनेक्ट हुआ है? 26 नवंबर 1949. It's prelims question. Every state asks what is the enactment date and enforcement date कब है? Enforcement 6 January 1950. Why? Constitution has been made in 26 November 1949, but it come into force 26 January 1950. Why? Why such difference?
Some of the provisions were made earlier and they were to be enforced in that time, but most of the provisions were not made. So that is why they took some time to be enacted.
Can you explain where it has been written? The Constitution of India shall be enforced in 26 January 1950.
51A.
51 है तो फंडामेंटल लिबर्टीज है.
Section 1, Article 1, sorry.
Article 1, India, that is Bharat, shall be union of the state.
It is in preamble last time. It is.
Okay. This is the concept of the Constitution.
Yes.
Many students does not know where it has been written. You are aware of Constitution का? Let's see the article 392 and 393. In every statute, in first section probably has been written when it has been enforced. But Constitution in last chapter, it has been written. And also short title is given there. If you see the short title, you will find in section 1. Contact also find in section 1. CPC, CRPC also find section 1. But short title and commencement has been given in article 393. You can see. What has been written? This is the prelims question. And enact means what? Enact means it has been signed by the President of the Constituent Assembly. How any act come into? There are stages to become first bill. When it's signed by the President, then it is enacted as an act. In same pattern, when President of the Constituent Assembly sign the Constitution, then come into enact. It is the enactment of the 26 November 1949. Adopt means it has been made by ourselves and we are adopted. And adopted, give Constitution is a living document. Living document means it has been developed with the time, and if any problem has come again, then Constitution will amend itself. And for the amendment, 3 provision has been given. 3 type of amendment in the Constitution. To adopt also, draw the living Constitution or organic Constitution. Organic Constitution means we are India and the Constitution is our part, not the behind that side. It's organic Constitution. Give ourselves means we respect the Constitution of India as we respect the God. That's why it's give ourselves. आत्मा अर्पित करते हैं. We आत्मा को अर्पित करते हैं Constitution को. That's why give ourselves to the Constitution of India. It is the whole about the preamble of the Constitution of India. Thank you so much. Any question? Yeah. My first session, and I was first time of this, so there is some lag, but this time it will be.
No, sir, it's clear.